Acting and incoming Prime Minister Stuart Young says protecting women is one of his top priorities. Speaking at the Prime Minister's Women's Day breakfast today, he shared insights into the kind of leader he hopes to be when Dr. Keith Rowley steps down on March 16th. Young was elected as Dr. Rowley's successor by a parliamentary caucus. Reporter Kandace Jackson has more details.
Prime Minister in waiting Stuart Young used the Women's Day celebration to express his commitment to improving the protection of women in Trinidad and Tobago.
How is it that we now as a government can introduce things via policy, but I am more concerned about implementation, to provide as much as we can that level of support to the women throughout our society.
This is the first time Young has shared specific details about the policies he plans to prioritize as Prime Minister after being named Dr. Rowley's successor following a parliamentary caucus in January. Currently acting as Prime Minister while Dr. Rowley is in California, Young expressed that domestic violence is a societal issue that deeply troubles him.
You see, domestic violence, both with intimate partners and non-intimate partners, we are going to take on that scourge frontally.
He plans to address this by intensifying sentencing for those found guilty of perpetrating domestic violence.
We will implement via legislation stronger penalties and sentencing for those heinous crimes across the board. It is one of the first things that we will do. Also, providing more protection when women take the step of getting protection orders and not letting it just be a piece of paper. That is also something I intend for us to focus heavily on.
Young, however, acknowledged that legislation alone cannot solve domestic violence. Therefore, he committed to making access to professional help more accessible.
To offer that professional level of support across Trinidad and Tobago in the areas and sectors of society that we all know exist, that don't have the personal opportunities and the personal ability to just have someone who is a professional to talk to.
This also means empowering NGOs and other experts to expand their support for victims of domestic violence. Additionally, Young called on citizens to join the government in reducing the incidence of domestic violence. Regarding his upcoming role as Prime Minister, Young promised to lead with focus, building on the previous policies to serve the best interests of all citizens. Kandace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.